of what are you trying to do if you're a graduate and you're trying to find your first job, right? You're asking someone to take a risk on employing you. And so you're asking someone to look at you and say, it is worth me spending a tremendous amount of time bringing this person into my organization, teaching them, helping them understand where they are and what they're supposed to do, helping them grow. And I believe that this person is going to be able to make a positive contribution to my business. So that's a big risk, right? That's a significant undertaking. And so what you're trying to do as a graduate is make you look like a really good bet, a good risk. And I think sometimes graduates come into an interview type situation, or even a virtual interview situation, whatever it happens to be. It could just be a letter or an email, thinking that it's a bit like some kind of quiz or a university test or exam or something where they just have to get the right answers. Okay. And it's not about that. It's about engaging. So it's about engaging with the people who you're talking to. And it's about establishing a kind of trust with them. And graduates hear this all the time when they're getting sort of work preparation talks from people like me or others who come and talk to them and say, it's not actually about the technical skills, it's not about the hard skills, it's about the soft skills. And that's really easy to say, and it sounds kind of trite, but it's actually really true. And because there's lots of people who've got roughly the equivalent technical skills, particularly at a graduate level. But what you're really looking for is evidence that the person you are talking to is going to be able to collaborate, is going to be able to communicate, and is going to be able to put the work and the outputs of the team above their own personal individual work and outputs. And so, how do you convey that in an interview type situation? How do you look like someone who's the kind of person who is going to be able to collaborate and communicate and so on? And I think one of the easiest ways to do that is to be applying for jobs that you actually want, because there's a lot of graduates out there who don't do that, right? They will sort of scattergun. They'll just apply for as many jobs as possible and hope that they get lucky on one of them. I don't think that gets the best result for anybody. It can end up wasting a lot of time for companies who it's not going to look like a good bet for them. And it's wasting a lot of time for the poor old graduate who's trying to find the job in the first place. So the thing to do is to actually take a real interest in a small handful of businesses that they really, really want to work for and learn about them. And that makes it really easy to engage with the people who are interviewing you. So, I mean, one of the worst things you could ever do in an interview, right, is to, when the person says, well, so we've reached this point, we're 10 minutes to go or whatever. Do you have any questions? And for you to say, no.
I see that quite a lot. I see that quite a lot.
It's such a terrible thing to do, because it's effectively like saying, so are you interested in me at all? And you saying to that person, no, not at all.
Not really.
I just want to tell you about me. It's just an awful thing to do. And it also shows that you really haven't given any thought to what it is you want to do or who you're working for, or whether you're going to be the kind of person who can be trusted. And so I think doing the homework, the research, looking around all of the different possible employers, reading the content on the websites, trying their applications if they're a software company and they've got demos or trials available or whatever, and being really curious and wanting to know more and really understand how it all fits together and how it works as a business, who their customers are, what they're for, it's that sort of thing. Because generally speaking, even in a graduate interview, you're going to be talking to reasonably senior people. And so they're people who care deeply about the business, and their eyes will light up and they'll start taking interest if they're being asked questions about what they do and what their contribution is and what they enjoy about their work and so on. And so I think that real curiosity and building an understanding, and then picking some companies that you actually have a bit of a clue about, and speaking with those companies in particular and telling them how much you like what they're doing, and in an authentic way, as in you really do like what they're doing, and then wanting to know more about it. I think that's the best thing to do in that kind of approach.